Forest near Two Rivers, Wisconsin, is the new, vast, and beautiful playground of Dave and his wife. They are both avid hunters who just moved to the area, being lured in by the promise of beauty and bounty. One day, they're out bow hunting around Nipissing Swamp State Natural Area, which is a little tucked away area of Point Beach State Forest. As they're walking the trail, Dave starts to feel a little weird, like somebody's in the trees watching them. It seems highly unlikely that anyone would be out there spying on them, so he doesn't say anything to his wife. What's the point in worrying her over nothing, right? So they just keep going. Now, on that trail, there's a spot where the path splits, and it's the furthest Dave has ever gone on this path because every time he gets to that spot, he is stopped in his tracks by this odd, unsettling feeling. So he's never gone any further. But today is different. Today, Dave doesn't just have a funny feeling. Today, as he and his wife get close to the fork in the trail, he actually sees something moving in the brush. They can't see it, but the vibrations through the ground as it moves tell them it's big. Could be a large buck. So they both head in that direction, hoping they'll eventually see it. They follow the sounds to some tall pine trees about 50 yards up the trail, and they see it moving behind one of the trees. Bear, maybe? Looks like it could be a bear standing on its hind legs, scratching its back against the tree bark. But it moves some more, and they get a peek of what looks like a shoulder and a very long, dark arm. As they're standing there, trying to make sense of what they are seeing, the thing drops to all fours, giving them their first good look at it. It has a head like a horizontal football with long ears pointing back. It's covered in long, grayish hair and seems to be about 8 to 10 feet tall. Both Dave and his wife just stand there, stunned, not quite sure what exactly they are watching. But before they can do anything, it takes off, and 3 long strides are all it takes to completely disappear into the underbrush. They cautiously walk over to the spot where the creature had been and see nothing but a large impression in the ground. Dave starts thinking, it's gotta be a guy in a ghillie suit. But then again, this thing was over 8 feet tall. At this point, they're both a little freaked and the sun is starting to set, so they decide it's time to head back. But the whole way back, neither of them can shake that feeling of being followed. Like something is pacing alongside them inside the trees just beyond where they can see. As they approach the tree line, they spot a deer in the clearing. Dave draws a bead on it and fires, but it looks like he's low as the deer bounds away into the trees. They go to get the arrow and find it stuck in the ground, way closer to them than it should have been, and kind of at an impossible angle given the direction of the shot. As they pick up the pace back to their car, both of them are stopped cold by the most horrible stench either of them has ever smelled. Something kind of metallic, but mostly landing somewhere between rot, mud, and sulfur. They go home that night just a little on edge, having no idea what just happened. But even for David, an avid bow hunter who has spent most of his life in the woods, this is a brand new experience. An experience that leaves him questioning whether he'll ever venture out into the woods again.